Hello, everyone, yogis and yoginis. My name is Vicky Tomsky, and I'm gonna practice with you today a restorative yoga. So we're just gonna enjoy 3 simple poses, 2 restorative and 1 shavasana, a delicious ending for this practice. Just quickly about the restorative practice. We use props, blankets, chairs, blocks, whatever we can grab and use in our house. And it's okay if you don't have like proper yoga props, it's just fine. Grab any blanket you have, an eye cover. You can use the bed or couch for your elevated legs instead of a chair. It's not about the props, it's about the shape of the body. And in restorative yoga, we facilitate this comfort and ease through the support of the prop. So it doesn't matter which prop you use, it's about the sensation. It's about the feeling that bubbles up when you find yourself in this stillness and silence, doing nothing and enjoying this quiet moment with yourself. And if it's your first time, just take it easy, like it's something maybe new to your nervous system, just to lay down and think, oh, this is yoga. Yes, this is yoga too. It's not only about activating asana, because actually it's not the pose itself, it's the residue that stays within you, this imprint on your nervous system when you leave your mat, when you go off the practice. It's about what stays within us when we go to the daily life and we meet other people who haven't practiced yoga. So let's just sit for one moment in silence, and I will ring the bell, just disconnecting ourselves from how we came here to this class. Even if you're at home, you are doing some things, arranging this time for yourself. And we're going to sit just connecting to the breath, to the present, to this moment. And I will ring the bell when we are done. Here. Find yourself on something to elevate your pelvis, dropping your navel down, relaxing your shoulders, feeling how your spine is lifting up, growing out of the pot of the pelvis, spontaneously receiving natural curves. And it feels easier, softer, natural to sit like that. So 1 minute, and you might hear the rain outside here where I am. And I will ring the bell when we're done. No rushing, just enjoy sitting there with your eyes closed, and then bring your breath back to the body. Inhale and fully exhale. Welcome back. Open your eyes. So we can begin. And if you need to arrange your props, you can pause the video and come back again. We're gonna start with 1 blanket backbend, just a simple way to shift your brain waves from the spinning mind that we all have during the day to something more slower and softer, and bringing our senses inwards. And what happens is that when your brain is lower than your heart area, even for just a little bit of an angle, slightly elevating your heart and lowering your head, the brain, it automatically makes this physiological shift and it lowers your brain waves. Okay, so it's already really relaxing and soothing by itself. So I will use a blanket and I'll show you how to fold it. So if you open your yoga blanket, it will have this shape, and then you fold it to Tadasana shape, like that. And just one more time. And you will receive this one, okay? Anything similar to that will do, no worries. And I have this round shape turned towards my head. So when my shoulder blades meet the edge of the blanket, it will be just smoother and nicer for the body to sense the pose, okay? Place it in the middle, kind of middle of your mat, so you will have enough space for your head to be on top of, like, over the blanket, and your pelvis will be here. Let's move this for a moment to the side. We'll use it later. So what we do is we sit in front. The pelvis is off the blanket. Your feet open, hips width apart. It's allowing your pelvis to have space. And then I lean back on my hands and take a breath. Inhale. Rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone slowly descend down. So if you need to wiggle your pelvis a little bit lower than that, it's fine. And then just drag your ribs, upper ribs away, and your shoulder blades away from each other, and allow yourself to create space in the chest area. Take your feet apart. You can even make it wider like your mat, or just wider than the hips, and lean your inner knees together. This softens the lower belly and the pelvis area, and just allow yourself to stay there. So I'm not covering my eyes at the moment, but you can do that. It just creates more softness, more grounding, more withdrawal, the senses, and darkness, which is very important to relax. Please grab your scarf or your eye cover and place it there. We will stay for 1 minute, maybe longer, and you please be my guest at any time to pause the video and stay as much as you. Feel the chest area soften. Spaciousness arises there. And there's space for your lungs to expand through the ribs. You can breathe easier, deeper, wider, fuller. I'm going to come up, you're going to stay. I just want to make sure that you can see me well. Good. You can change your feet position to backbend. So opening your knees to the side and bringing the soles of your feet together. Breathing deeper into your lungs, into your back, ribs, back, lungs, front, heart. And then maybe stretch your legs, open them wider, and take your arms over the head. And stretch yourself fully and completely. unapologetically give away, feel the skin and the fascia, the deep tissue, all your body stretches. And then bring your feet back to the floor. Choose either the left or the right to roll over first. Stay there. I'm rolling towards you so you can see me. Enjoy this roundness of your spine and softness of your brain, the quietness of your breath. And then slowly come up to a sit. Inhale, push yourself gently, and come up to a sit. So don't be in the rush to open your eyes, just enjoy, like we said, the residue in your nervous system, the imprint of the foot in the wet sand on the beach. Okay? By itself, I hope you already feel how it shifted you and brought you more to the center of your being, more connection, more presence, more awareness to how you feel there. It reduces stress and anxiety and shifting our nervous system from this flight, fight, freeze, it's called sympathetic nervous system, to the rest and digest, the parasympathetic nervous system, where we should be spending more time there, because on this side, the cortisol level is very high in our blood. And here we have the good, happy hormones, like the serotonin. Okay, we want the happy ones. So this restorative yoga is a segue from your busy, overwhelmed, over-caffeinated lifestyle into more restful, slower state of being. The next pose will be something similar, but a little bit more elevated. So if it still feels, maybe it feels too much, or you need to change the amplitude of the pose, just build it with the blanket. I'll show you what I mean. So for this one, we will use a bolster. This is like a T-bridge, and I will place it vertically like that, and I'm gonna sit on top of the bolster. I'm opening my blanket to create a little bit more gentle shift from laying down. Now we're gonna sense how the brain will be even lower in this position. One bolster backbend. And so instead of a bolster, you can use the two blankets vertically folded on top of each other, or just stay another 5 minutes in one blanket backbend, the one we just tried and experienced together. And for this one, I'm bringing my scarf to wrap my head. So I will show you stitches so that you can do it lying down for yourself. You will place the scarf behind your head. This is really soothing, especially for high level of stress, insomnia, anxiety, and some level for depression, because it covers your head, it supports your brain, and it brings such a safe sensation where you can really let go. So it's also the wrapping, the folding, also the darkness, and it's like a hug to your brain and to your senses and your nervous system. So have something long enough, and I'm gonna create an X. So I'm covering one eye and going back, and then the other opposite eye, like this. And I'm creating the sense of, yeah, like this. So you can see that both eyes are covered, and this tightness creates this safe positioning for the head. And then I just wrap it behind me, and I tuck it under the neck so that my forehead will be elevated and my chin goes down, because this positioning of your head, your chin down, forehead down towards the heart, it creates introversion. It's a sensation of going inwards, so that the external environment is not bothering me as much as before. And this helps, okay? Everyone who I introduced it to this head wrap and try it, love it. So I'm sure you will do too. So I'm sitting in front of the bolster, okay? As usual, I'm using my feet, supporting myself there, preparing the couch behind me. Inhale the breath. You're going back slowly, coming down, and such way that your shoulders, shoulder blades as well are off the bolster, and just the half of the torso, your pelvis on the bolster. Again, feet apart, inner knees together. Now remember, we did this thing with the scarf, unwrapping it. Don't worry if you don't have it today, just cover your eyes as you wish, and then just stay there. Open your arms to the side so that the armpits can breathe, because we have a moment there. We're gonna stay a few minutes. Just keep listening to your breath. Keep softening the tension where it needs to be softened. And then just stay silent and still. Slowly start to paying attention to your breath again. Deep inhale and full exhale, get empty. You can stretch your legs again. Your arms. Feel the sides of the body. If you need to stay long, please do so. Otherwise, bring your feet back to the floor. Now I'm going to slide back towards the head slowly, away from the post, until I reach the point that I can lift my pelvis up and push the post a little bit so that only the pelvis touches. Bring my legs up, gently bend your knees. You don't have to straighten anything. Nothing to achieve, nothing to push. Just enjoy the force of gravity and the elevation of the pelvis. And then slowly move again. Your feet back to the floor. Lift your pelvis up and push the bolster away from you gently until you lay flat on the floor. Again, choose either the left or the right side to come to roll over. Stay there for a moment. Allow your navel, your heart area, and your brain to let go towards the Mother Earth. When you're ready, slowly lie up to it. You can stay with your head wrap on you. Don't rush into unfolding. I'm coming towards you to check on you, how you feeling. So after restorative, we feel this sensation of, I call it shavasana brain. It's so soft and present and inwards. And there's this delightful, delicious sensation of calmness and peace. And I hope you already feel it. And it takes just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. It's enough. So you can either have this practice as a whole or just break it and have it one pose at a time. The last one will be using a chair, shavasana, with elevated legs. So instead of a chair, you can use a sofa, your bed, any chair that is comfortable. We're going to use the bolster underneath your pelvis, so you can have any blankets there or a cushion, steal it from your sofa. And so the elevated legs help, again, to reduce this stress and bring more energy and awareness into the pelvis area, because we walk and stand and sit so much during the day. It's giving your legs vacation. It's a nice sensation to be a little bit elevated. Now, if you are pregnant, if you have any other condition, please be careful with yourself. Listen to your body, because your body is smarter than you are. And let's go. So I'm bringing the chair. This is the yoga again. Don't worry if you don't have it. For this one, the bolster will be horizontal in such way so that just the pelvis is elevated. I will bring another blanket for my head, and this still will be supporting my shin so that the surface will be more pleasurable for my skin. I can use this head wrap. I will bring another blanket for my head support. And what I do is that I hold this blanket in such way that there is a tail left, just a slight part that is not covered. And on this last part, there will be my shoulder blades, and here will be my head itself, right? Then behind me, like that. And then I will wrap the blankets. I'm wrapping the blanket away from my head. This is a really delicious sensation where your head is like a cocoon in a such a way that it's a cave for the brain, and it can easier and safer let go and remove anything that limiting your rest, because we constantly resist rest. We think it's laziness, right? And here we allow ourselves, we give permission to just do nothing, be as we are, and becoming more being and not doing. So here we go. This will be for my hand support, and this will be the icon. I'm gonna sit on the side on the bolster, rolling slowly, moving towards laying down, so shifting my weight. And I need to push a little bit the chair away so that the back of your knees are supported, and you don't want 90 degrees because we want a little bit more relaxed space and not activated. So like something like 45, give or take, okay? And open your feet apart so you can create more space for the pelvis. Slowly on your elbows and forearms, inhale. And of course, please wiggle and adjust as needed. So here my blanket is a little bit far away. I'm bringing it towards me. So I'm taking the first level of the blanket, I roll it away from the head. So this will support my neck. And then the other layer of the blanket, again, away from my head. Also this ears, the corner. And it's already by itself gives me a getaway, opens a door for me to close my eyes spontaneously and feel this warm and calm wave, like from my crown of the head all the way down towards my toes. And here that can just cover the eyes. Drop your chin down, forehead a little bit higher slightly. Your heart area is open and relaxed, but not from the pushing and forcing, but allowing you to receive the pose. You can stay as long as needed and just pause this video right now. Or maybe if you are in a rush, you can stay something like maybe 5 minutes. Usually I prefer to stay 10, 15. So up to you, you have the option. And I will bring you back from this. No worries, I'm counting the time. I'm responsible for holding the space, and you can just relax and enjoy this Shabbat. Slowly, slowly coming back to the breath. Inhaling. Fully exhale. If you have the time, if you want to stay longer, please do so. And ignore the counting that coming out of it. If you need to finish, please bend one knee at a time and place one foot on the edge of the chair. Inhale the breath, other foot goes on the top of the chair, both knees bend, your pelvis is rounded, your brain is soft. And then push your pelvis up gently, lift the pelvis up and push the bolster away from you so now that you are flat on the floor. Take a moment, ask yourself which way your body wishes to go, either the left or the right. Inhale the breath. And roll over to the side you chose consciously. Slowly coming down again towards the floor, removing any urge to control the situation. Give away anything unneeded. Slowly coming up. Twist it. Stay with your eyes closed. And coming over to you. Wherever you are at this moment, check in with yourself and see what's the feeling that comes up. Maybe something like arriving, or comfort, ease, peace, joy, happiness, connection, expansion, spaciousness. Check in, because restorative yoga teaches us to pay attention to the feeling from the inside out, to the sensations. And when we feel the sensations, it's the present moment, which we rarely visit. And this is an opportunity, it's an invitation to become more still, more quiet, to pay attention, to become aware, because once we are aware, we become awake. And we can make better choices from this new state of being, not rushing, not pleasing anyone, no consuming, nor pushing or forcing or trying to run away, but really exploring ourselves from the deeper selves, reconnecting again. And this state is such a radical gift. I hope you enjoyed it today and you felt it and you want to recreate it more in your lives, because when you feel this calm and peace, everyone around you feel the same. It ripples out from you. And this, my friends, yogis and yoginis, is restorative yoga. And please stay longer anytime you need. This was a taste, and you can always pause. You can always just enjoy one pose longer, two poses, whatever you choose. Thank you so much for being here, practicing with me. And I send you hugs and blessings with love and gratitude. Namaste. Bye for now.